please microphone reach. All right, cool. Because that's happened to me before, too. I'm like, camera falls over. I'm like, so don't worry, I'll chop off the beginning and end. All right. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange, and I'm here with Two Cow Garage at Austin South by Southwest Festival. You guys have been together since about 2001. It's been a while. How does that experience help you here at South by?
We've been coming here since 2002, so it's we already know what to expect. There's no big revelation about it. It's going to be a mess. It is what you make of it, and it's going to be fun.
Like, we play at 5. We showed up, we loaded in at noon because we left on time, and we knew we had to be here, so like gave ourselves time to park the van. Yeah, just doing it for a long time, you just learn, learn the ropes.
Wear the good shoes, get there way early.
Take a nap.
Take it from there. Take a nap. Yeah.
Don't quibble about parking. Just pay the parking. It's not worth trying to find it.
That's a very good South by tip. It's like, just suck it up and deal. Yeah. Any other tips for sort of surviving South by?
The shoes, that's a really important thing. You have to have really good shoes because you're not getting anywhere if you're in a vehicle, unless you're paying somebody to drive a bike for you.
Musicians, bring your instruments. It sounds ridiculous that you're coming here and you're really excited about your band. You've come here to play your songs. It's unbelievable how many people just don't bring their instruments. No gear. Just kind of show up and expect everything to be taken care of.
It's not a magic show, folks. It's not a magic show.
It's just a regular show.
Bring your gear. And when you're done, don't take your time and put it all in the cases off the stage. Like, get it off the stage and let the next guys come up and play. And
we've been doing this for a really long time, so like all of the little rules, like all the little picadillos about doing it, we have and have seen. So I think a lot of the people that are here probably they're pretty rookie. They've never been through it.
I'm sure you have a lot of laughs like on the side where you're just like, I mean,
between the frustrations, there are laughs.
Get off the stage, move, and then I will laugh at you.
We've all got hoop dreams,
So this is my second time here in Austin. Where are the great places to eat? Because I had some hole-in-the-wall barbecue yesterday that was amazing. But any other good stuff?
Local restaurant that we go to very often, it's called Whataburger.
little hidden gem.
What's the taco place you guys like?
Torchy's Tacos. Amazing. Amazing.
Fuzzy's Tacos on Guadalupe is pretty damn good.
Free World?
Free World?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, it's Freebird.
Freebird
It's like a
burrito.
Chipotle kind of place.
Yeah. I think it's local or a small chain or something just here.
And then there's two barbecue places here. I forget the name of both of them, but they're both pretty. It's like Anthony Bourdain shit,
That would be Franklin's, and apparently there's like a line, and as soon as they run out of food, it's done. Yeah, that's the one. I went to Nick's. The whole amazing.
There's a place right over here called Ironworks too. That's great barbecue.
Lunch later, awesome.
Because you will forget to eat. Just make sure you actually eat.
And you guys have a little bit of ink, way more than I do. Are there any Austin tattoo artists that you'd recommend?
We haven't had any luck here yet. We don't know anybody.
You got this
That's
one.
by like Oliver Peck, right?
Yeah. I got
But
this
he's
one
a
here.
Dallas dude.
Yeah. Get that from Oliver. I don't know any artists here.
I'll have to work on that.
Weird. It's weird.
I mean, there's one like on 6th Street, but that's sort of like the rookie move. You don't go to the tattoo parlor on the boardwalk. You don't.
I get a dolphin on my ankle and take it from there.
If we were in Colorado, we know a ton. But
No tramp stamps, please. Anyway, I'm getting a little off track. So help me. Tell us about Two Car Garage's IndieGoGo campaign.
We're really lucky. I mean, I think because we've been a band for such a long time, and we've built a pretty solid fan base. We were worried because we set it pretty high, we thought, but it was pretty amazing to watch it happen. Really, I think it happened in like 7 days or something.
It happened here. Yeah, a year ago, we were in this building checking in, and it popped up on our little devices that we just hit the goal like a week in. So
$12,000.
12,000, and we were pretty humbled by that, and then we just shut up. Like, we didn't want to gouge it, and get a bunch more money out of something, so we just shut up for 3 weeks about it, and then I think the night before it was over, we put a little thing online, just like thank you, and if you guys want to do something cool, but we're good, you know, and it definitely did what we needed it to do, and
very humbling.
yeah, it was very, very humbling.
And so the end result of that campaign was the death of the Self-Preservation Society, correct?
Yeah.
So what can new listeners who don't know how good you are expect to hear on that?
Angst. I'm just kidding. No, they're all songs about living and not letting people tell you how you should live your life. It's a pretty common thing with songwriters, right? But it's really true. Like, are you born living up to your parents' expectations, and then you're still living up to your parents' expectations, and your parents don't know what the hell they're doing either. They're just people. They're just as scared as you are.
That's the big thing that I think a lot of, at least I'm realizing with myself, is what I'm trying to express to people is like, nobody knows. You know, you always assume that like the person with the microphone knows, or the person with the camera, or the person with the guitar knows. Like, nobody knows. We're all just doing the best we can. We're all scared to death. So be nice to each other and do what you want.
Well said. So what one song on the album best represents each of you?
I think, even though I didn't write the song, I think probably the death of the Self-Preservation Society. Like, I think that's really, to me, that's a really all-encompassing song about how to not live your life, really, more than how to live your life. Like, nobody knows what to do, but we certainly know what not to do, and that speaks to me. So.
I'm going to go with the title track as well. It's just musically, I think that one kind of fits the bill for me. So more so than the rest, but they all kind of do.
Stars and Gutters. Yeah, that's really flat out saying everything, you know, that we're trying to get across, I feel like, lyrically at least. That, yeah, gets all the points across pretty directly.
So you guys are here at South by, sort of, you know, in support of that album. And like I said, you guys have been together for a while. Any horror stories on the road or any really interesting tales you'd be willing to share?
There's a lot.
Where to start?
Pick a good one.
I don't know. It all happened so quickly.
So many tragedies.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, it's the same with everybody. Like, everybody has good days and bad days, but every day for us is Saturday, so that's pretty awesome, right?
Our first drummer quit as we were leaving for a tour. So that was awful. And he had been my best friend since we were 12. He was our first drummer, you know. And so we just had to decide either to stay home or to go. And we just went. It was Shane and I and our old piano player. We just went and played the shows the best we could. But that sucked. I broke down a little bit.
It was pretty galvanizing, though. Like, it makes you realize, like, why are you really here? Are you here because you want this unachievable goal of fame and fortune, or are you here because you play music because that's what you do with your life, you know? As cliche as that might sound, it's really true. Like, just want to do what's best for the team. Good Lord willing, everything will work out.
What are your thoughts of the rebirth of vinyl, and I'm still going to wince and ask the rebirth of the cassette tape? What are your thoughts?
Cassette tape's gotta go. It was a bad idea when it first happened. It was like,
Sounds worse than MP3s.
it was the middle technology, you know? It's like the one that we just needed. It's like a laser disc. Like, are people going to start putting stuff out on laser disc? Nobody keep them playing. Nobody has a nice cassette player.
Right, like, look, MP3s are convenient. They're very convenient, and it's portable, and I understand you can put everything you own on one little device and walk through here and not have to talk to anybody. Vinyl is something you listen to. It's like the difference between having a Kindle and reading a book. Like, if you're at home reading a Kindle, you're probably an asshole. Pick up a book, and there's a very tangible thing.
No, I love that analogy. That's great. I never thought of that.
But, I mean, it's true. Like, I understand it's portable. Like, we're on the road. You can't take a library of books, you know?
But cassette tape, it's like, it sounds like crap. It's, you know, yay big. If it 10 songs.
You can only put it in your uncle's Mazda. Like there's nowhere you can actually play it.
Uncle Steve's Mazda. Right. When he's out of town, can't listen to it.
And-
Steve's Mazda, or my boombox fits really well on my shoulder, and now everybody has to hear my cassette.
And when it jams, everybody's fucked.
And nobody's like, no, man, have you heard it on cassette, though? That's where it sounds really good, man.
Really, the mixes are just right there.
You got all the levels right. Well, good or bad, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. What's the best hangover cure? Because I sort of would need some.
Beer. In Germany, they have this thing called Contra-beer, and it's just the 1 to 3 beers that you have to have in the morning to recover from the many beers you had the night before.
You do that, you have a few beers. Don't do too much, though, because then you end up real bad. Yeah. Just a couple beers and then a nap. Just gotta find yourself a short nap, you come back, you'll be gold.
Or if you drink liquor, you get something else.
Greasy food, the nap kicks in at some point. Take it from there.
Don't have any pride with the whole situation. Don't be proud. Just have your couple beers and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Everybody will be better off for it.
Yeah.
Well, In the Key of Change merges bands with social causes and charities. I mean, now granted, a hangover cure is for the people as well. But how else have you sort of helped others?
We play a lot of benefit shows, as I'm sure most musicians do. And that's in our wheelhouse. That's what we're good at doing. Like, that's how we can spend our time. Some people have money, they can donate. Some people go to a soup kitchen and they're good at working with people. We're good at organizing shows and giving all of the money from that away. And we've done that for when Hurricane Katrina hit. We did that for, there's a musicians' village that they were building in New Orleans. Our first show ever was a benefit for firefighters from 9/11.
And
It's hard to be specific over 13 years. We played a lot of benefit shows.
what about the Make-A-Wish campaign?
That's just something like sick kids. How can you not get behind that? They're kids. Like an old person dies, that's not a tragedy. They've lived if they let themselves. But kids, they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a chance. So letting them do, for just a brief moment, what makes them happy. If that's the only moment they get, that's fantastic.
And that sounds like the rock and roll way anyway. Everybody should have fun. So what's up next for Two Cow Garage?
Let's play at 5:15 here. That's about
We're
as
gonna go check in a minute. Go find out there's a free beer somewhere around here. No.
Hope somebody doesn't pull the rug out from underneath us before we get there. Hopefully we'll be all right. And so we'll come back and tell you about the tragedy here in a few minutes.
Or bring me some tacos, whatever. We'll call it even. What about after South by?
We've got a bunch of new songs, and we're just going to go record them and maybe start Motowning it, putting out singles.
Just not cassette singles.
No, not singles. Though I did have this rad one. It was Love in an Elevator, and the B-side was What It Takes. But that was like 1991. It's a different time.
A very different time. A very different time. I think we'll end there. So thanks to Heart and One Industries as well as Tattoo Ink TV. This is Jackie with In the Key of Change.